are talking about the upcoming weather impact alert days. Now, we do have a string of them that's coming Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we figured we'd jump on this live stream and answer any questions that you have. If you have any questions, I will be monitoring the Facebook comments the best that I can. So make sure you drop them there. And of course, let's just walk through it. Now, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, we do have a risk of severe weather. So if you take a look, we are tracking that level 3 risk. That's from Rusk County all the way up toward the Arklatex there. So that's what you're seeing in orange on your screen. And if you take a look, the areas in yellow, that's where we're seeing that level 2 risk begin to pop up. That center back to Palestine, Athens, into Emory. So we are tracking that elevated risk. You want to make sure that you're staying weather aware. Now, right now, our short-term weather models are bringing heavy rain in from the west. That's going to bring in some gusty winds, the potential for hail during the mid-morning. But really, it's going to be by the time we hit the afternoon that there's more widespread rain coverage. Our weather model doesn't show it very good there, but I do suspect that we will have that widespread coverage just based off the amount of storm energy that I'm seeing. Overall, about a 50% chance of rain there. It'll be that 50% shot Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then we finally dry out on Sunday. We will be under a weather impact alert all through that stretch. So we're looking at Thursday here, a level 2 risk. That means that we'll have scattered severe thunderstorms. That's for Palestine, Jacksonville, Henderson, Longview, and all the way up to our north. All right, taking you to Friday, we're still seeing that level 2 risk. Because that's beyond 3 days into the future, you're going to see the color change here. That's just the way that the Storm Prediction Center does it. Still, this is equal to a level 2 risk. So Lufkin, that goes through and just cuts off out toward Sabine and St. Augustine counties. You guys are outside of that risk for Friday, but the rest of us are under that level 2 risk. Looking ahead to Saturday, all of us once again encapsulated by that severe weather risk. So it's going to be a very active weather pattern as we round out this work week. In terms of what to expect, really, you have to be prepared for everything out of this consecutive day weather event. Heavy downpours are going to be a given. We are under a risk of flooding as well. Damaging wind gusts, I think, will be the most widespread impact for us. When we say damaging wind gusts, we're talking about 60-mile-per-hour plus wind gusts. Those are going to be specifically in the thunderstorms, but that could cause damage to roofs or to any tree branches. Just make sure you're staying cautious out there. We could also see some downed power lines, so be prepared for that. Now, tornadoes are possible. In fact, I am seeing an environment that is very conducive to tornadoes later this week. Right now, I would say Wednesday afternoon into parts of Thursday and Saturday have that highest tornado potential based off of the data right now. But still, make sure that you're staying weather aware. So I'll time it out for you here. You can see in the top left-hand corner of your screen, we're beginning to see that storm system move in. That's where we're seeing the heaviest pockets of rain move in. So that's coming in up to the northwest. This is going to continue to push into East Texas. It'll get here closer to Wednesday afternoon. That's when we get a bit more coverage, and that's going to continue as we get into the rest of the afternoon and evening there. Now, where you're seeing those heavier pockets of rain on your screen, that's going to be for the areas there that I just circled out toward the reds and the yellows. That's where we'll likely get heavy pockets of rain. Really, I'm watching hail with that. What's happening is this is a very, very tall storm, and that's what you need to form some hail. So let me go ahead and erase that. Now, continuing fast forward, this is into Thursday, widespread coverage once again. It'll be in the afternoon when we get that severe weather risk. What happens is we get the heat from the day coming in, and that is what fuels these thunderstorms. So when we're warmest is when we have that higher risk. Friday into Saturday, once again, rain, storms. Saturday afternoon, we do get this little burst of energy coming in, which is going to fuel the risk for, once again, some spin-ups. So make sure that you're staying weather aware. You want to make sure that you are preparing ahead of time. Let's talk about the rain for a second, because wow, these rain totals are high. For areas up to the north, up toward the Oklahoma state line, we're seeing closer to 5 to 7 inches of rain, which are possible over the next 7 days. So it is going to be a very rain heavy system. A lot of this coming through, like I said, in the next 4 days. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I do have a low rain chance hanging around for early Sunday morning. That's really just because we have a few scattered showers that will linger after midnight for that Saturday into Sunday storm. but most of the day on Sunday will be fine. But anyway, it will be a very soggy few days across the piney woods. Like I said, 5 to 7 inches are possible north of I-30. Now, most of us are sitting in this contour that is showing us between 1.5 inches to 4 inches of rain. That's this area right here that is highlighted in the red. If I can get it to circle that for you. Alrighty, yeah, right there. That's where we're expecting that 1.5 to 4 inch rain total. Through Deep East Texas, it's not going to be quite as soggy. We could come away with between 3/4 of an inch to about 1.25 inches, but still it is going to be a rather rainy system, so just make sure that you're staying weather aware. Now, this is caused by a cold front. What's happening is it's going to come in and it's going to get stuck across the piney woods. That's what you're seeing right here on your screen, that stationary front. That's what causes it to really keep these storms uplifted. What happens is we have storms that are getting uplifted and pushed up, and because of this front, they're not able to move back down. Now, eventually we will get this front to kind of clear out of here, but it's not going to be until Friday into Saturday, so that's why we have that kind of rainy weather system that's sticking with us. Overall, it's a severe weather risk that is sticking with us as we head into the end of the afternoon, or I should say all the way into the weekend. So make sure that you are reviewing your severe weather safety plan. You want to make sure that you are charging your devices. And of course, if you take a closer look, you can stay weather aware as we're heading in there. So make sure that you are staying all of those things. Now today, really today is going to be the last day that we have for quite some time that we have blue skies. I mean, honestly, a gorgeous view outside our CBS 19 studio. Look at those beautiful bright blue skies. Now, we do have a bit of a cooler start. Temperatures right now are checking in the mid-60s. We will warm up through the rest of the day. It will be rather breezy through the rest of the afternoon, so it's going to be humid. At least it's windy, so maybe that will make it feel slightly better outside. We're looking at around 83 degrees, which puts us around 10 degrees above where we usually are for this time of year. Nothing crazy, but just know it'll be a bit warm and sticky. 83 in Nacogdoches, 80 for areas towards Center, Longview, and into Linden. Partly sunny to mostly cloudy skies. Now, we are tracking those breezes. This is what's really driving the weather today, at least. We're saving the gustiest winds for tomorrow when we have severe weather. But today, we could get some breezes, especially in the afternoon. Because those are coming out of the south, that is going to make things a bit warmer and cause the return of humidity. That also means things are mild overnight. We're looking at 70 overnight in Tyler, Henderson, and Longview, all the way down to Groveton as well. Some 60s from Emory into Mount Pleasant, as well as into Sulphur Springs there. All right, I'm seeing someone pop up in our Facebook chat. Eric Helhoum, thank you so much for tuning into our CBS 19 live stream. Definitely hoping East Texas is going to get through it. And we will get through this as long as you are staying weather aware and staying prepared, especially as we head into the next several days. So we are tracking that weather impact alert starting Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I'm going to go ahead and walk through those risk levels just one more time, just since we may have had a few more people join us. So let me pull that up really quickly. Alrighty, so this is what we are looking at for Wednesday. Once again, that level 3 risk for areas of Rusk County through Gregg County up to Camp-Rains County, and that's going to continue up to the northeast there. But level 2 for everything that's shaded in yellow on your screen. The most severe storms are expected for the areas north of I-20. I do expect it to become more widespread for what you're seeing in the orange, but just be prepared if you are in any of the highlighted regions on Wednesday. Same goes for Thursday. Once again, that severe weather risk, it comes down to a level 2, but that doesn't necessarily include the severity. It's more so for how numerous it's going to be. So not as many of us are going to see that level 2 risk or not see those severe thunderstorms. Just make sure you're staying weather aware. Fast forward to Friday, that level 2 risk still hanging across East Texas for the majority of our viewing area. The same thing goes for Saturday. It just shifts out to the east a little bit. So all of our coverage counties here at CBS 19 are included in that risk. Now, we're going to continue to bring you the latest on air and online. If you keep tuning into our weather live streams like these, we're going to continue to try to answer all of your questions the best that we can and help you be prepared. Really, the best thing that I would recommend to do between now and the start of that severe weather event, make sure all of your errands are run. That way you don't have to head to the grocery store or pick up pet food. Just make sure that you're staying prepared, and really make sure that you charge your devices. That's going to be a good thing. If you have any extra battery packs, you may lose power as the storm system moves through, and I want to make sure that you still have access to your cell phone. Also, double check that you have 2 ways to receive weather information. One of us can be here on CBS 19 if there is a tornado warning in your area. That would happen sometime during the weather impact alert days. We will be streaming on CBS 19 and on CBS 19 Plus. You can download our app. It's available in the App Store and in Google Play for free. I have it downloaded to my phone, and I know that it certainly helps me if I am not here in the studio. We'll also simulcast on a few of our radio partners if there is a tornado warning. But in the meantime, we're going to keep doing chats like these. Our chief meteorologist, Brett Anthony, has one later today. I believe it's at 8:30 p.m. where he's going to give you another update ahead of that severe weather system. And we're going to be tracking it for you. So we're going to get through this. Just make sure that you are being smart and being prepared. And of course, staying weather aware. Thanks so much for joining us on the CBS 19 live stream. I'll leave you with a look at our 7-day forecast if we could take it full there. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. And if you have any questions, don't be afraid to reach out to us. We want to make sure that y'all are staying safe. Have a great day.